Hello and welcome back to the Shallow Proclamation. My name is Thomas, and as always, I am joined by
Paul.
And we are watching the finale of The Three Doctors. I'm excited to see how this all gets wrapped up.
Yeah, we're finally getting there. It's taken us a long time, hasn't it?
Yeah, I've been aching to get to the conclusion of this story for a while. We've spread it over quite a period, haven't we?
Probably as many weeks as it actually aired over.
Yes. Oh yes, the Doctor grappling with the dark side of Omega's mind.
Yeah. Getting him in some kind of chokehold here.
I created this world through the power of my will. I created the organisms which brought you here. This is the source of the light stream you traveled along. And I created it. I alone, Omega!
I mean, is it that impressive? I mean, he's created what looks like a quarry and some blobby guards.
Yes.
You know, the decor in this place isn't exactly worthy of changing rooms, is it? Like,
Well, could you do that, Paul?
well, that's true. That's true. A fair criticism.
But this is Omega, Time Lord, Supreme.
Yeah.
What is it? Why do you not obey me? Take off the mask.
Oh, that's cool. We don't see at that stage.
What are you doing? I am in haste to be gone.
We cannot remove the mask, Omega. Because beneath that mask, there is nothing left of you. Corrosion has already done its work.
What?
Whoa.
You exist only because your will insists that you exist. And your will is all that is left of you.
That's fascinating. Sorry, that was quite a gut-wrenching moment. It's just he really went for it there.
He really did.
Did you find them? Did you make contact?
For a while.
Is there any chance? We can't hold out much longer. What's happening?
There's a possible solution. I'll let you know as soon as I can.
Here we are then. This should do the trick.
I suppose it will be too much to ask for someone to tell us what all this means.
We can now strike a bargain.
Recorder in a box.
Yeah, it's up there with the bottle of wine with some forks stuck in it.
Yeah.
From the Time Monster. Look.
You young men and I go back to our time zones. Though considering the way things have been going, well, I shudder to think what you'll do without me.
Goodbye. Well, goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. It's been so nice to meet me.
Yes, I see what you mean. I hope I don't meet me again. Ah.
I've seen it all.
Nice.
Katy. It was so sweet.
Yes, wasn't I?
Yes, well, as far as I'm concerned, Doctor, one of you is enough. More than enough. Sergeant Benton?
Sir?
You and I better make a full inventory of the HQ. Make sure everything's back in place. All got to be accounted for, you know?
Sir?
Yes?
Well, excuse me, sir, but... Well, if anything is missing, where do we say it's gone?
Come along, Benton.
Well, I think I better be...
Time Lords. Look, they've sent me a new dematerialization circuit. And my knowledge of time travel law and all the dematerialization codes, they've all come back. They've forgiven me. They've given me back my freedom.
I suppose you'll be rushing off then.
No, not straight away, Joe. Of course not. I've got to build a new force field generator first.
And where do you think you've been, Arthur Hollis? I've been worried sick about you, I have. Everybody's been searching. Where have you been? Soldiers looking for you? You didn't come home for your dinner? Well?
You'd never believe me, woman. Supper ready?
That's the final line. Wow.
Oh dear.
There we go. Yes, and we did get a bit more William Hartnell there.
Yeah.
That was nice. Yeah, the farewell of the three doctors was quite abrupt, wasn't it? It was like...
It was.
Oh, bye.
Yeah, and that really is the last we're going to see of Hartnell ever in the show. So
wow. Unless you count appearances of the first Doctor, but yeah, of Hartnell, yeah, specifically.
Sure, Hartnell himself acting in the role, yeah, we're not going to see him again in the flesh. So yeah. What do you make of that final part then, and that, I guess, the whole thing?
Yeah, it was good. I really like the concept of Omega is just pure will. When they lift the helmet up, there's nothing there. And it's like...
Where there's a will?
There's a way. Well, not in this case, it seems. But
no.
Yeah, when the two... Yeah, it was quite nicely done, the way the Doctor's lifted the helmet and then looks pretty shocked. And you're like, oh, is he going to have some disfigured face? Is it going to be someone we know? But then, yeah... There's nothing in there.
Is it Colin from The Enemy of the World?
No, that would be a twist.
I'm going to act now. An actor? I should have been a god.
That would be the comeback of the century, wouldn't it? I actually thought for a moment it was going to be Hartnell in there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I was like, no, there's no way it can be, because you've said he just appears on the screen. But
right, yeah.
When they were like, we're going to have to send him in there, and then I was like, oh, hello. But that would be an interesting twist.
It would be.
Omega is the Doctor. No, that's that's Chibnall territory, right?
I was going to say, all right, Chris Chibnall, keep your hair on. No, don't get too excited now.
Yeah, it was fun. It was. I mean, the device with the recorder, I didn't quite get what was going on there.
Well, they explained at the end, didn't he? That like it was the only thing that wasn't processed. Excuse me. And so when it fell out of the force field, matter and antimatter came into contact with each other.
I see. So that's why it could be quite a pathetic contraption.
Yeah. So.
Now, what did you think of it? Seeing it again?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a couple of nice bits in the final episode there, isn't there? Like just again, all through the story is just good lines, aren't there? Like the Brigadier and stuff. Saying when the Doctor says he lost his recorder, and the Brigadier's like, well, we must be thankful for small mercies. There's just lots of little lines like that dotted through the whole story, and those little bits of dialogue, whether it's between the Brigadier or whether it's between the Doctors and all that stuff, that work really well. I mean, it ends brilliantly as well, with that final line, "You wouldn't believe me, woman, supper ready," just
yes. Yeah,
a lot of fun with the dialogue again. And of course, we've got also at the end there the dematerialization circuit being returned and the Doctor's exile being ended, which is obviously after three seasons of Pertwee. 3 seasons, isn't it? So we've had 3 seasons on Earth, because it's 7, 8, and 9. Yeah. And so now, like, the Doctor's reward there at the end is being given the knowledge of time travel again. So we're not going to be bound to Earth anymore.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's quite a change of direction now for the Pertwee era.
The chains are off.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see where that goes. I I mean, I think I've had to look at the whole story. I'm not sure The Three Doctors is a great story, though. Like, in terms of, like, a big
Plot-wise.
big anniversary story, kind of plot-wise and stuff, it's a little bit lackluster in some ways. Like, like, it's mostly set in a quarry. And Omega's lair is not much to look at, really. It's a bit lackluster there as well. And, obviously Unit HQ is not hugely exciting, even though it gets dragged across the universe. So a lot of the good stuff from it comes from the dialogue and the interaction between the characters, particularly Pertwee and Troughton. But if you were to kind of just look at it purely from a story point of view, it's not much to write home about, I don't think.
Sure.
It doesn't have. It's not really a. It's a special in the sense that you've got the Three Doctors in it, but the rest of it isn't that special on the whole, I don't think.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Yeah, it's the largely entertaining because of the Three Doctors, isn't it?
Yeah.
Rather than the particular situation that they're battling.
Yeah. But I think still the stuff, introducing Omega and the stuff around Gallifrey and the history of the Time Lords, I think that is a nice bit of kind of universe building for the series. So I do like all of that, So I'm I think from that point of view that works. It'd be interesting to know how it was received at the time by fans, whether it was touted very much as a special, and whether people came away from it feeling positive about it, or whether people kind of came away thinking, oh, that wasn't quite as exciting as I'd hoped it would be.
Sure.
I don't know, but yeah.
Fascinating stuff. Yeah, well, let us know what you guys think in the comments. Do join our Discord if you haven't done so already. Link in the description below. And you can check out our Patreon for the full commentary tracks for these episodes. But we will catch you soon. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.